Hello friends, the National Library of Ayurveda Medicine is pleased to present a new episode on Ayurveda. The present release is part of a video lecture series prepared for the education of Ayurvedic literature. The information is in accordance with the academic curriculum of Ayurveda studies in India. My name is Dr. Sumit Kesarkar and I will be your host throughout this video, which is a continuation of the study of Ayurvedic literature and discusses the Lagutrai or minor triad. To give a brief recap, Ayurvedic literature for academic studies consists of six treatises divided into two groups or triads, with the Bruhat Trai or the major triad consisting of Charak Samhita, Shushruta Samhita, and Ashtang Sangraha, and the minor triad consisting of Madhav Nidan, Sharangdar Samhita, and Bhav Prakash. We will now discuss the Lagu Trai or minor triad in brief. Madhav Nidan. Madhav Nidan was composed by Madhav Acharya around the 7th to 8th century AD. It is considered as one of the best compilation for diagnosis of disease. The original work was called Rog Vinishaya, but with time was popularly named after its author as Madhav Nidan, where Nidan means diagnosis. Madhava drew heavily on Charak Sahita, Sushrut Sahita, Ashtang Hriday Sahita, and to a lesser degree on others including Ashtang Sangraha. Some parts seem to have been Madhava's own contribution unless they were borrowed from texts no longer in existence. All subject matter has been integrated and arranged in a coherent and systematic manner. The treatise has continued to be an indispensable aid to physicians over 1,000 years. With Vagbhat and Madhavkara, Ayurveda became highly systematized, its pharmacopoeia expanded, and treatment procedures got refined. Madhav Nidan was translated into Arabic during the 9th century AD and into Italian in 1913 and 14. Sharangdar Sahita. Sharangdar Sahita is a short but solid textbook composed in 1226 AD by Sharangdara. Pulse diagnosis or Nadi Pariksha appears here for the first time. This is the oldest work in which bhasmas or calcinations and similar metallurgical techniques are dealt with. Prescriptions are copied from earlier works, but diseases are dealt with more elaborately. Sharangdar Sahita is divided into three sections: Purva Kant, Madhyam Kant, and Uttar Kant, with a total of 32 chapters and 2600 shlokas or verses. Bhav Prakash. Bhav Prakash is the most famous of the later texts composed by Bhav Mishra. Its oldest manuscript, now in Tabinjan, dates back to around 1558 AD. The text repeats earlier accounts and formulae but also adds new diseases and cures. For example, Masurika or smallpox is described as possession by the goddess Shitala, and an invocation to her is included among the remedies. It is the first Indian text to describe syphilis, which is called Firanga, which means foreigner, and attributes it to physical contact with the Portuguese. Bhav Prakash has three divisions: Purva Kant, Madhyam Kant, and Uttar Kant. The Purva Kant of Bhav Prakash is again divided into two sections, Purva Bhaga and Dvitya Bhaga. Purva Bhaga has a section called Mishrak Prakarnam, which starts with the topic of Harityadi Vargam. This portion is known as Bhav Prakash Nigantu and is a celebrated pharmacological supplement amongst Ayurveda fraternity. Herbs and vegetable drugs are described in a systematic manner with appropriate grouping or classification. The use of the plant chop chini to cure syphilis is also mentioned. Together, the major and minor triads form a complete exhaustive of Ayurveda, and their in depth study is a must by any student of Ayurveda. Apart from these two triads, there are other works like Kashyap Sahita, an exhaustive on pediatrics, Bhel Sahita, and Harit Sahita. Since these treatises are either incomplete or their authenticity arguable, they are only studied as per requirement. I hope this video was informative and made the subject clear. Comments and feedback are highly appreciated, and you can leave them by visiting the National Library's website at www.nlam.in or likewise by writing to me at vdsumit@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.